I have a common issue on this 2008 Prius. The tire pressure monitor light is on, and you can see it on the dash there. And at times that light is blinking. This is a Toyota tire pressure monitor, and it has a battery in it. The batteries go dead and they need to be replaced. So I use this tool to troubleshoot and replace these sensors. This is a Autel scan tool specifically for tire pressure monitor systems. So I'll just show you how I use this. So let's go over to the wheel in question, which is over on this corner. Now there's two issues here. One, the tire pressure actually is low. It's only 23 psi, and additionally the voltage is low. So it's got a dead battery and a nail in the tire. So I'm going to fix both things at once. All right, so here's this wheel in question, and it's got a screw stuck in it. And as we looked at earlier, tire pressure monitor battery's dead. And now we got one more problem. There is no key for this wheel lock, so I'm going to show how I pull these off when the key is lost. Grab some 12-point sockets. Okay, so that socket's close, but doesn't quite go on, which is what we want. Put that on there. Yeah. And we'll have to put this socket on the vise to knock this wheel lock. I'm going to ditch this wheel lock and put a regular lug nut on each of these so we don't have this problem again. There it is. Guy down in there. Now this is the step to not shortcut. It makes it much harder to put the plug in if you don't ream it out well. Really press firmly. There we go. So we will release all the pressure, and we're going to replace the tire pressure sensor. Now, as general good practice, when I unbead this, I don't want to go right next to the pressure sensor because that will potentially crack it. So I'll go about 90 degrees off of it. And okay. So there's our prize, this guy. I'm going to unbolt it and replace it with the new one, but first I'm going to show how I will program the new sensor to have the same unique ID as this sensor, which I call cloning a sensor. So here's what we need to see. There's our old sensor. There, that number. It looks like 85F1384. Okay, I'm going to manually input the old sensor number, and I'm going to program this blank sensor. And this kit with this programmer comes with a bunch of blanks and some other tools. So let's go for our number. Yes. Programming, good. 85F1384 is what it programmed on there, and our old one is 85F1384. All right, looks good. No surprises here, 0 psi. The sensor is sitting right here outside of a tire, and everything else, voltage okay. All right, so let's pop this new guy in the tire over there. Tire back on the car, air in the tire, and we're done. Let's get it straight. Good. Just pull it in there. Just release this guy. And I did not remove this tire, or I didn't clock the tire on the rim, so I'm not going to bother rebalancing it. It's fine in that respect. So these locks off that we don't have the key for. and just replace them with regular lug nuts. Okay, so we replaced that sensor. See what happens with that. Sometimes you have to drive for a little while to kind of like get it to see the pressures up. Okay, I've been driving for about 10 minutes and the light went out. I like to get rid of all air lights on the dash, so this car now has a clean slate, no errors showing.